Hi everyone, welcome to NiC IT Academy. In this series, we are learning Oracle SQL completely. In our today's session, we are going to learn about aggregate functions in Oracle. We have seen 6 different sessions previously. Like first session, we have seen introduction, then DDL, DML, constraints, all the single row functions, select statement, then joins we have seen. This session is completely on aggregate functions. So what is aggregate function? What are the different aggregate functions are available? So this aggregate functions are very much used in our SQL statement. So please watch the session without skipping it. And that finally, I have given some questions on aggregate functions. So try to answer all the questions. If you have any questions, please post your questions in the comments. I will respond to it. So if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so that you'll be getting all the notifications. Thank you once again. Let us start our session. Welcome to the session. In our today's session, we are going to learn about aggregate function in SQL. So this aggregate function in SQL is very much important for our day-to-day SQL queries and Informatica also. So if you consider aggregate function, we have different aggregate function. One is minimum of. Okay, this function will be used min of. So we have 5 different functions: max of, sum of, average of, and count of. So these are all the mainly used functions in aggregate function in SQL. Okay. So if you consider this particular table, if you consider this particular student table, you can see here student ID, student name, year of study, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, all the marks we have. And I want to know, so this is the table. Sometimes interview, they will ask this type of questions. Okay, they have given the table and they're asking like, okay, I want to find out each and every student total mark, each and every student sum of mark. If they're asking this way, so can you find each and every student's total mark? If they're asking this way, row level, then most of us will answer like, okay, we can go for sum of mathematics, physics, comma, chemistry, comma. In that way, we will explain. So if I'm asking like row level, for each and every student total marks or average mark, we should not go for aggregate function. This is simple function. Normally, if I ask, okay, this is a table. If I have, then I will go for this is row level sum. Row level sum means you have to add plus. So mathematics plus physics plus chemistry plus biology. So that's what you can find the total marks. In select statement itself, you can able to find. If I ask the average mark, you have to make all the mark total and then you have to find divided by 4. So that's what average mark. But this aggregate function, right? This aggregate function is column level. Okay, so like this column level. If I want to know the minimum of all of this mark, okay, the minimum of all of this mark is 72, right? So this is the minimum of mark. Maximum of mark 98. Okay, 98. What is the sum of mark? Okay, sum 779. Then average of mark. Average of mark is 86.5. In mathematics, what is the average mark? So how many members, how many students appeared for this exam? 9 members. That's a count. So remember, whenever I'm doing the aggregate function, if any null values are there, so aggregate function will not consider the null values. So if I ask a count of chemistry, it will give you only 8, not 9. Okay, even for average or sum or anything, it will not consider this null value. So this is what we have. Okay, just I want to create this table. So I want to create this table and I have to find out the total marks and average. How can I easily create a table and find out this value and aggregate function, all this? So you can go to this particular database. Okay, so we do not have table as of now, just we can create. So table name, I'm just creating a table. So open bracket, you can paste all the columns and this one is number. So number of 5 or 6, I can give number of 6. Student name, year of study, so I can go for number here. So mathematics number, physics It's a number data type. Chemistry, yes, it's a number data type. Biology also number data type. Then finally we should not make the comma, then close it, then semicolon, then control enter. So this will be created. So table has been created. If you go to the HR schema, so we will load it data. You load the data, refresh, and you can see here the table will be available here, students table. Then what I will do, I'll go to data here. So as of now, we do not have any data. So I will manually add this data. So it's like insert into. I have 9 records, right? So I will go for 9 records. Then I will add. Okay. So keep the cursor here, paste it. It will be pasted. Then commit. So simply within a minute, you can create the table. The commit successful. You can see here commit successful. Then if you go and check here, select star from the student. Then this particular select star from students. This particular table has been created with the data. Okay, so I will give this particular table creation so that you can make use of this. Okay, so this is what the table I have, all the data I have. Then select star from the table name, students, right? So I have the select star from the student table. You can see, so this is what the data. So I want to find out, first we will go for each and every student's total mark. So there is no function like this. Okay, so some of them will tell like, okay, some of the students or some of the candidate in interview, they will say, okay, I will go for sum of this mathematics, sum of mathematics, comma, physics. Okay, remember this aggregate function will not take more than one column. Okay, so aggregate function will not take more than one column. If you're going for like this, then this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong actually. So we do not have any function like this. Okay, any aggregate function will not take more than one value. So if I'm asking questions like row level, you have to go for the row, you have to add it. The column, you have to add it. So here I'm just adding student ID. So each and every column I can take. So in the select statement, I can take each and every column like student ID. Okay, student name, year of study, mathematics, physics, chemistry, then biology. Then I will add that sum. We have to make this addition, that's all. So we have to make addition like this. So you can alias it like total underscore marks, total marks, alias it. So from students, see here the total marks. So here we are getting null value because it has null value on this. So then you can go for NVL function. So NVL, so I will make only for NVL of chemistry. So what is the total mark? So NVL of chemistry, comma 0. So that means if null value, then make it like a 0. NVL of chemistry, comma 0. So you can see 272. Now value has been calculated. Okay. So this is what you will go for row level addition. I want to go for row level average. So average mark for each and every student. So if interview they are asking like questions like this, you have to go for this way only. In Informatica, how will you do? In Informatica, we'll go for expression transformation. So in this particular scenario, we will go for expression transformation. This is what each and every student's average mark. Okay, so you can go for, so this is the way we will do for the question. But now we will go for the, what is the maximum mark in mathematics? What is the maximum mark in mathematics? I will go for select max of maths from students. This is what you can go for. Maximum mark is 98. So what is the minimum mark? So minimum mark, some average count or count. So what is the minimum mark? Minimum mark is 72. So what is the count? How many members attended max exam? So 9 members. Then what is the sum? Sum of mathematics will give you all the sum. Okay, so this is what sum of mathematics. You have the 779. Same way you are getting. And what is the average? So average of mathematics. You can see 86.5. If you want only 2-digit, you can go for round function. We have already seen, right? So round off average of this one comma 2, it will give you a 2-digit decimal point. If you do not want 2-digit, just simply make round. That's all. So it will give you 87. So this is the average mark in mathematics. So this is what you have to find out. Okay. Then the question is, okay, this is what average mark, some mark. Even irrespective of number of record, even if you have 1 lakh student or 10,000 student, or irrespective of number of student, the aggregate function will give you only one result. Only one result. Okay. We have 2 years here. So first year and second year. I want to group first year alone. I want to find out maximum minimum sum. I want to go for second year. Second year I want to go for what is the sum of average of all this. Then I can go for group by. So group by. So here I have to make, say for an example, what is the sum of mark or average of mark in each year. Okay, or maximum of mark in each year. So how can I go for? Each year I want to go for, then I can go for here group by. So group by year of study. If I take group by year of study, then we have 94 and 98. I may not know, okay, so what is this particular year? So whether it is a first year student mark or this is the second year student mark, then I can select this one here. Okay, first year student, 94 is the maximum mark. Second year student, 98 is the maximum mark. So this is what I can find. Okay, here you may ask question. So I'm finding the maximum mark. Can I find who got this particular mark? So maximum mark is 98. I want to know who got this maximum mark. This way, I want to find out student name. No, I cannot select it. I cannot select. Okay, this is the error we will be getting. So what is error? So I cannot select non-aggregate column along with aggregate column. Okay, this is what I'll be getting error. Okay, then how can I find the student name? Can I go for, so like this? So here, how can we find? This is non-aggregate column. This is aggregate column. We made it like a group by. Can I go for group by then? So group by of student name. So what will happen? The query will work, but it's logically wrong. Group by student name. Most of the candidate will answer like this also. Okay, group by student name I will go for. If you make a group by student name, all the names are unique names. So it will not group by with any of the name. It will not group it with any name. So their name, their marks will be getting it. We are not going to get maximum mark person. It's like a student name, their marks we are selecting, not maximum, the highest student we are not taking. Okay, if I want to take highest student, either we have to go for rank or we have to go for subquery. Subquery we will see after some time. So this is what we will go for the aggregate functions. So if you look at here, student from group by all this. When will you go for group by? So group by means we are grouping it, the data, and then finding the sum or average or count. Say for an example, here I have the student gender. So male and female. So I want to find out. So male candidate, how many of them appeared for exam? Female candidate, how many of them appeared for the exam? Then I can go for, yeah, we can go for the count of student. Okay, count of student, group by gender. So we have to group by, so each and every group. So whenever we are having like a keyword like wise, okay, gender wise, country wise, product wise, transaction status wise, so different. Okay, this kind of wise keyword, then we have to go for group by keyword. Okay, whenever the interview they are asking, okay, what is the, this is sum of all this, like a country wise, what is the total, city wise, what is the total, product wise, how will you find? Then you can go for the group by column. Okay, so group by column, this is what we have to make group by. I hope you are clear. We will go with one more example so that you'll get clear idea about all this functions. Okay, we have in our HR schema, we have a table called employees table. Select star from employees. In this table also we will find. If you take this select star from employees table, in the employees table, we have employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, and job ID, salary, all the columns are available. Then I want to find out what is the maximum salary I'm giving for the employee. Then how can I find what is the highest salary I'm giving? Max of salary. So what is the highest salary? Max of salary from employees. Maximum salary is, this is the one. Only one record we will be getting it. So minimum of salary. So what is the minimum of salary I'm giving out of all the employees? What is the minimum salary we are giving? So 2100. What is the average of salary for each and every employee? How much we are average we are giving? Okay, 7821. Okay, you can go for round function to round off. Then how many employees we are giving the salary? I can go for count of. So you can make count of. Okay, count of salary. 107 employees we are giving the salary. So what is the total sum of salary I'm giving for all the employees? Okay, so we have one company organization. So we have some 100 employees working under that particular company. I want to find out, okay, month end, how much total salary I'm giving. So this is what the total salary, sum salary I'm giving. Okay, so in our particular employees table, we have some departments, different departments. I want to go for each and every department. So this is the sum of salary. Okay, each and every department, how much I'm giving, I want to go for. Then I can go for each and every department, department wise sum of salary. What will you do? So we have to make group by. So group by department underscore ID. So this is what we can find. So this is what we will get it. So we have 14 unique departments. That's why each and every department we are getting. But we may not know which department, this particular salary, which department, right? I can go for the department ID. I can select here. So remember, always if you want to select a non-aggregate column here, so that column should be there in group by. Otherwise, another way, whatever the column we are making in group by, so that column alone you can select along with aggregated column. Okay. So can I go for one more aggregate function here? Yes, we can go for. So department wise sum of salary and count of employees. So how many employees are we are giving? Count of star or count of employee ID. All this we can go for. Okay, this is the department ID. So this is a department ID. So in this department ID, sum of salary this much and 4 employees we are giving. So that's what we can find. Okay, but we cannot make one more column here. Can I make job ID here? Can I make job ID here? No, I cannot make. So we will be getting this particular error. So we can select, if you want to select the job ID, so that job ID we should make here. Okay, so each and every job in this particular department, how much we are giving. So that we are going for. Then we have to make job ID here. The same order we have to make job ID comma department ID. So look at here, in this particular job ID, the department ID we have only 60. Okay, so only 60 at the department, or you can go for this particular order by class. Okay, in 110 department, we have 2 job IDs. One is accountant and manager. So accountant, we are giving this much salary. For managers, we are giving this much salary. Only one employee. Okay, then for 10th department, 90th department, then 100. So like this, each and every department we can go for. Okay, in 50th department, we do have 3 different job IDs. One is SH clerk, ST clerk, ST manager. So each and every department, so 20, sorry, each and every, in this particular department, each and every job ID, we have 20 members, 20, 20 and 5 members. So this is the salary. So like this, we can find, you can go for order by, just we have made it like order by job ID. This is the way we can find. Okay, this is the way we can find more than one column also. But whatever the column we are here, we are making, so that particular column, we have to make it here. Okay, if you look at here, this is what I want to go for department ID in order. Then I can go for order by department ID. I can make order by department ID, it will make order by department ID. Either you can go for order by department ID, or you can go for, so some queries they should have written order by 1 or 2 or something. 1 is nothing but first column. So if you look at here, 1 is nothing but first column. So this is what, okay, in 10th department, this is the sum of salary. In 20th department, job ID, we have made it like a group. So this is the way, if you consider this 10th department, we have 1 employee, this is that salary. 20th department, we have 2 employees, and this is the total salary. 30th, so then we are getting it. Then null also we are getting, null value. That means for 1 employee, we do not have mentioned the department ID in the table itself. So that's why his salary is 7,000. That's why if you are taking group by, definitely this is also unique record, right? This is what you'll be getting it. Sometimes if you use group by, the performance wise, it will be better when compared to distinct. Say for an example, I want to know how many distinct department IDs are there, or how many distinct job IDs are there in the particular table. If you look at here, how many distinct unique department IDs are there? So unique 90, we have 60, we have 100, 140, 30, 50, like that we have, right? So how many unique departments are there? I can go for distinct department ID, right? Distinct department underscore ID. So how many are there? We can choose here 14, all rows fetched 14. You can make order by to be having all the departments along with null value. The same thing you can achieve, so in different way. Select department ID, okay? So group by department ID. So if you use group by department ID, so what will you get? Group by department ID, each department it will make the group by, and we are selecting the department ID. So this is also same. These two queries are same. Sometimes if you are facing like performance issue on the distinct keyword, then you can go for the group by. So group by on the column, then if you take the same column, then you'll be getting this. This will perform very easily. Okay, so this is what you can use group by. Okay, you may ask here, if this is the way, if I want to go for, can I find who is getting this maximum salary? Highest salaried employee. How can I get? Can I go for first name here? No, we have already seen, right? This scenario we have already seen in the student table itself. We cannot select in this way. Okay, we cannot select this way. Either we have to go for subquery, or we have to go for a rank function. So here subquery means select. See, we can select max of salary, right? Maximum salary. This is the way we will select, and we have to go for one more query here. Select star from employees. Star means all the columns where salary equal to this salary I'm passing. Okay, so if you run this particular one, this query alone, inner query alone, this will give you this salary. Then select star from employees where salary equal to this one. I may get it right. So this is what first highest salary. So this is what you have to find out. If somebody asks an interview, you have to tell the second highest salary or third highest salary. That is different scenario that we can make it in a rank function itself. But this is what I have to find out. Okay, so if you look at here, each and every department we found the sum of salary. We found the sum of salary here, right? Department wise sum of salary we found. Okay, so I want to make order. So order by one. One means first column will be order. Like this, first column will be order. You can see order by first. Sum of this much salary I'm giving. Out of this much salary, for each and every department I'm giving like this. If you add all the salary, it will be equal to this particular salary. Okay, so if you look at here, the interviewer may ask different questions, or you may get in real time different way also. What are the departments I'm giving sum of salary more than 50,000? So what are all the department I'm giving sum of salary more than 50,000? This particular department I'm giving sum of salary more than 50,000, right? And this particular department and this particular department, right? So these three departments I'm giving salary more than 50,000. So how can I find in the query more than 50,000? See, remember, whenever I want to filter out record, whenever I want to filter out record from the group by resultant, this is the group by resultant, right? So group by resultant, then I have to go for having class. I should not use where class. See, where class means if I do not want this null value, then I can go for where class here. So where class here only we have to write where department underscore ID is not null. If you are writing like this, so this null value will not be available. So where class, after from class you have to write the where class. Okay, then only you have to use the group by. Okay, so out of this departments, I want to know which departments we are getting more than 50,000 salary. Then how can I find? Group by department ID. Then I have to use the having class. Having is nothing but having class is used to filter out the group by resultant. So if I want to apply filter on group by resultant, then you can go for the having class. So remember this. So whenever you are getting scenario in this way, you can use having. Always it will come with aggregate function. Having sum of salary. So whatever the aggregate function. So having class is always come with aggregate function only. Having sum of, having count of, having average of. Okay. So having sum of salary greater than 50,000. This is what you can get it. So 50,000, more than 50,000. Okay. I want to know. This is what you have to find out. Okay. I want to know. So what are all the department name? I want to know the department name here. Which department? What is 50? How do I know the department name? So in order to know the department name, I have to go for the departments table, right? So what is the department name 50? I have to go here. I have to check 50, 80, 90. So 50 is nothing but shipping department. 80 is nothing but sales department. 90 is nothing but executive department. So these are all the three departments I have to take. So how can I take in this query? I have to go for joins, right? So we know already how to do the joins. If you look at here, so how will you do the joins? So select column names from table name. So employees E. So I can alias it like E. I can go for implicit method. Departments D. So D where. So here join condition and filter condition, we will use it in where class only. E dot department underscore ID equal to D dot department underscore ID. And so one more join condition, right? Here we will write. Then, so here I want to take the department name. So department underscore name. So since department name and department ID is from two different table, we have to write, okay, which table this department ID. So I'm taking E table, employees table, I'm taking the department ID, D table, department name. So you remember whenever we are selecting the columns, that column should be there in group by, right? So group by how many columns I have written? Only one column. Okay, as of now, only one column. Then, so E dot department ID is null. So everywhere you have to write this way. Then if you are going to execute, it will not be executed. So group by, you need to have. So whenever I am selecting this column, that column should be there in group by, right? So you have to use this column in group by. So department ID, comma, this one having, this is the way we have to write. Okay, 50 shipping department, this is the way we can write. And if you look at here, so what is the order of in SQL statement? If I'm writing all the statements group by all this, if I'm writing, first we have to write the from class. Okay, from class, then I have to write the where class, then I have to use the group by. Okay, group by, then I have to write having class, then I have to go for the order by. Okay, so this is the order we have to execute in Oracle. So in Oracle SQL, so this is the order. If you are changing the order, then query will not be executed. So this is the way we have to find out all this. Okay, if you consider this is the way we have to find out group by, having, order by, all this in single function. Okay, I hope you are clear. If you look at this employees table, so I have given some exercise here, so you can find, okay, this exercises, the answer. So this is the employee skills. I think I have created the table, employees table. Let me check whether I have created the table. Employee ID, employee name, date of birth, salary, skill set, city, and country. Okay, so table is already available. I'm going to add all the data. So how many records are there? I have 26. So 26 record. Manually I will add it. Okay, I will add it 26 record. Choose the state format. Control C, Control V. Commit it. Okay, so now it has been committed. So we have created the table and loaded the data. So in this table, so some questions I have asked, so you can answer this question. Okay, say for an example, find the total number of employees. It's very simple. So you can also create this table. You can do it. So find the total number of employee. Select count of star from employee. This is what I can find. Okay, how many employees are there? 26 employees are there. 26. Then find the city-wise total number of employees. City-wise. So each and every city, how many employees are there? So we have Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, right? Chennai we have. So city-wise, New York we have. So different cities we have. City-wise total number of employees. So how can I find? So we have seen already city-wise we have. Then we have the group by. So each and every city, group by city, then we can find. So here I have to make city comma. Okay, these many distinct, 14 distinct cities are there. So that's why we are getting this many. Okay, each and every city. Each and every city, how many employees are working? This is the way. Okay, if you want to make order by, okay, order by on the city wise, then I can go for order by 2. Order by 2 column, then I can get ascending order, or I can go for descending order. Then highest number of employees working in this particular city, next highest, you can see this way, right? Then find out total number of employees in each country. This is also very simple. Each country I want to know. So I can, instead of city, I can go for country. So country, then here also country. Each country I can go for this one. Then this is what I can make. Okay, in India 11 employees are working, in USA 15 employees. Okay, then find the total number of employees in India alone. So India alone I want to find out. So how can I find total number of employees? We should not go for group by. That's why I have given. So we have given the value, right? India. Then you have to go for where clause. Where country equal to India. So how many employees are working? So data are case sensitive. Make sure that you are giving correct way. So 11 employees are working in India. Okay. Find the cities where more than 3 employees are working in India. So what are the cities where more than 3 employees are working in India? So if you look at here, look at this particular one. So this is what the city-wise count, right? City-wise count. If I'm asking one more question, city-wise count I want only in India, only for India. India only I want to find out city for city-wise count. Then what will you do? So here I will use where clause. So where clause before group by. So where India group by city, right? So in India, there are 4 different cities. So these are all the employees are working in each city. Okay. So here the question is different. Find the cities where more than 3 employees working in India. So more than 3 employees are working in India. We have only one city. So how will you make? So more than city. After group by, we have to use having. Okay, having count of star greater than 3. only for India. So if you do not want India, then you can remove this where clause. It's for entire. Okay. So this is what we have to find out. Then who is the youngest person? Then this is what you can order by on the date of birth. You can take the top one. You can go for these are all subqueries only. In which skill set highest number of employees are working. So in which skill set? So group by on the skill set we have to make. So group by on the skill set, count descending order. So you can make skill set here and order by this one descending. So look at here. So Java, we have 6 employees. If you want to take top one, yeah, we have to go for subquery, or we can go for the rank. Rank we can take different way. Top one. Okay, this is what you have to find out. Is there any employee with the same name? Is there any employee with the same name? I want to find out. So if I have more number of employees, I cannot find out, right? So easily I cannot find out. Is there any employee with the same name? So how will you find? You have to group by on the employee name. Group by. Say for an example, 2 Ninas are there, 2 Davids are there. Group by, count it. The count is more than 1. Yes, we have the duplicate employee name. So we can go for select. Okay, select. The name of the column name is employee name. Okay, select employee name, comma, count of star. Count of star from employee table. Group by employee name. Okay, having count of star greater than 1. Is there any name? Yeah, we have one employee name. So 2 times we have the same employee name we have. If you go and check here, so this John, but employee ID is different. This is different John. So one more John should be there. So here we have, right? Yeah. So 2 employees are there. That's what you can find all the questions. So I will give you this particular document. So please go through this document and find out all the questions. Okay. And one more question, is there any duplicate employee ID? So find out duplicate value on the particular column. This one normal question, right? How will you find out duplicate on the column? So this is the same way. So whatever the column, if I'm going to ask, so that particular column, we have to make it here. Okay. So employee ID. So if I'm asking this, okay, there is no duplicate on the employee ID column. Okay, employee ID, comma, count of star from employee, group by on the employee ID having count of star greater than 1. So this is the normal question they will ask in interview. So can you find, is there any duplicate on the particular column or particular table? Yes, this is the way you can find out. So these are all about all the aggregate functions. So please go through that. I will give you all the documents and notes. So please go through it and you can able to find. So whenever they are asking questions related to aggregate function, you can able to answer it. Okay, skill set wise, city wise, country wise. Okay, so youngest person, that means date of birth, minimum, maximum. So that we have to find out. Okay, that we have to go for who is the youngest person. Who is the youngest person? Then how will you find? This is one more question, right? So select youngest means maximum. Max of DOB from employee table, right? So which is the maximum? This one. Who is? So we have to select star from employee table where TOB equal to this one. So this is the way. Okay, he is the youngest person. Eldest person, minimum of min of. Okay, 2014. So this is the way we have to find out. They will ask different way. So can you find out how many employees are there in female? How many employees are there in male? So this is the way we have to make group by. Don't use it where clause. Where clause means in male, how many employees are there? that you can go for where gender equal to male. So they have given the hard-coded value, right? That's what you have to go for the where class and group by. So I hope you are clear on this. So kindly practice it. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Okay. So this order by also definitely will be there in our Informatica. I will tell you so that you will get clear idea. So sorting algorithm, sorting in SQL, so order by class. So how to make order by class in SQL? So whenever we are going for order by class, so we have to make at last only. If you look at here, the employees table, if you look at this employees table, select star from employees. I want to make order by on the particular column. I want to make order by on salary. Then I can go for order by salary. I can go for order by salary. Salary will be ordered based on the ascending order. So here we have 2100, 2200. This is the way it is ordering it. Then I want to make order by on the highest salary to least salary, descending order. Then this is the way it will make descending order. So can I use order by on the instead of numeric column? Can I use it for character column? Yes, we can use order by on first name. So first underscore name. So how it will order? So how it will order? It will order based on the ASCII value. If you look at here, first name, this is what it is making order. So if you look at here, finally it is making John. So why this John is at last? So based on the ASCII value, this J is lowercase, right? The J is lowercase. The lowercase ASCII value will be more. Okay, the ASCII value of each and every. So if you look at here, select ASCII of capital A from dual. So you can see some value 65, right? 65. Select ASCII of small a, the lowercase a, you'll be getting 97. So this is what we are getting lowercase in at last when we are making ascending order. If you are going for descending order, first name descending, reason we are getting John at first. So 97 is the first, right? So that's what we are getting this lowercase in first. Okay. So order by on the first name column. Okay. Can I make the same order by on the date column? Yes, we can make. Select star from employees, order by hire date. So we can make based on the hired date, the employees are arranged. Hire date descending. So latest hire. So this is what. But if you look at here, 2 persons joined on the same date. If 2 persons hired on same date, how will you order? And that's a question. Even if you are going for any column, salary, I'm making like descending order. If 2 or 3 persons are getting the same salary, how can I order? If you look at here, order by salary descending, 3 employees are getting same salary. Okay, so how can I order? So order by salary only, but how can I order these 3 employees internally? If you are going for any the marks, right? Mark wise, if you are going for any cutoff, medical cutoff or anything, engineering cutoff. So mark wise, we are going with total mark wise. We'll go for total mark. Then if so many of the students are getting same mark, then we'll go for the next mark, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, and then we'll go for the name wise also, date of birth wise also. So we have to make it like another column. If salaries are same, then next column we can go for. If salaries are same, okay, how can I order these 4 employees? Then I can go for another column, order by salary, can go for hire date. Order by salary descending, first it will make order by salary on descending. Okay, descending order only. If same salary, then it will make order by on the hire date. Okay, so hire date. So this is what, if you look at here, 7th June 2002, then 17th August 2002. Then here also. Okay, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 2002, 2004, 2007. So this is what it will go for. Okay, 2002, 2004, 5 and 6. So this is what you can make order by on more than one column. Okay. So how can I order if I'm having null values? How can I order? So how the null will be treated? So order by commission percentage. Order by commission percentage. Remember, whenever you have null value, null will be treated as highest value. So always. So in SQL, null will be treated as highest value. So if you make order by commission percentage, this is the least value. Ascending order, right? Least value. Then it is making ascending order 0.15, 0.2, 0.35, 0.4. After that, it is making null value. Okay. If you are making descending order, then null value will be the first. Null value will be treated as highest value. So remember this, null treated as highest value. Okay, same way, first name, employee ID. Okay, so here, can I go with employee ID order by? Yes, order by employee ID. Yes, I can go with employee ID order by employee ID. So it's already order by employee ID only. If I'm going with employee ID, yeah. So this is the way. Employee ID is unique here, unique value. So can I go with one more column here? Employee ID comma first name. Can I go? If I'm going like this, second one will not be considered. So because the employee ID itself unique, if I have duplicate value on employee ID, then only it will go for the second column, right? So here same salary, then only it will go to the second column. This is what you can go for. So since this particular column is unique, it will not consider the second column order by. The same thing we will be having in Informatica also. Okay. So sometimes we will write this way also. Say for an example, sometimes we will write in SQL query, we will write salary column is how many, what is the number of column, the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th column. 8th column is the salary column. Then you can make column number order by 8 descending. That means 8th column will be ordered. Okay. So if 8th column is same order, we have to go for 6th column higher date. So 8 comma 6, 8 descending comma 6 ascending. So this is what. So if some numbers are there, so this is what you can go for the order by clause. So order by and group by. So what is the difference? So group by, aggregate. Whenever we are doing the aggregate function, then you can go for the group by column. Order by is nothing but sorting algorithm. So whenever we want to do the sorting algorithm, we can go for the order by. So I hope you are clear. So how the order by clause will be working. So always remember, whenever you are writing SQL queries, this order by will be at the last. Okay. So at the last, we should have the order by clause. I hope you are clear. Kindly practice it so that you will be getting all the stuff very clearly.